Hey, I'm Misty. I'm quiet, awkward, and allergic to attention. But my mom, she's basically the exact opposite. Everyone thinks she's just your average, slightly chaotic mom, but no one knows what she's really capable of, except me. Because this isn't her story, it's mine. Ever since I was a kid, there was one unspoken law in our house. When mom's working, no one talks to her. Not me, not my dad, not even the dog. Only when she got home did she flip into perfect mom mode. When I was finally old enough to keep a secret, my parents sat me down for the big reveal. All right, you're finally old enough. Not mature, obviously. You're still reckless, lazy, always tired for no reason, say and do dumb stuff. Mom, you really don't have to tell me this. Why are you interrupting me? I'm literally not. Oh my God, you're doing it again. This is how you talk to the woman who carried you for 9 months? What do you want me to do? Carry you back? Please. You can barely carry yourself with those stick-thin legs and whatever junk you survive on.
Ladies, time out. What we want to tell you, Misty, is that your mom is an undercover cop.
Like in the movies? Wigs? Fake accents? Full-on Harley Quinn type stuff? No way. Yes way. Mom went into her room and stayed there for a whole 10 minutes. When she came out, I genuinely didn't recognize her. One day, I went to the mall, starving, grabbed a slice of pizza, and there was literally nowhere to sit. Unless I wanted to sit on someone's lap, the floor was my only option. So I found a quiet little corner and sat on the floor. That's when I got the text. Why are you sitting on the floor like a delinquent? Get up. Who even says delinquent anymore? And where are you? Everywhere. Now get up. I looked around. Nothing. Everyone was too tall, too short, too old, too young. Not a single person looked like my mom. But she was there, somewhere, watching. And it wasn't a one-time thing. If I bought candy instead of lunch, she knew. If I hung out with kids she didn't like, she knew. She was everywhere. So I started keeping to myself. A lot. By high school, I'd earned a reputation as the lone wolf. No drama, no distractions, just homework. And when you don't have any friends, you've got plenty of time for homework. Of course, that didn't stop me from developing the biggest, dumbest crush on my lab partner, Finn, who was basically my opposite in every possible way. Not exactly a straight-A student, always smiling, effortlessly friendly to everyone, even the socially challenged. Like, me.
Yeah, this is kinda gross. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Then, before I could even react, Finn casually yeeted our poor, definitely no longer alive frog out the window. When the teacher walked over, Finn just shrugged.
It jumped. You guys should really double check that these things are actually dead next time.
And the previous time it was also a dead frog, huh? You do this all the time. But at least I find you funny. Tell me, did you really put gum on Mrs. Schweinsteiger's chair? Ah, she deserves it. Don't tell anyone I said that.
Oh yeah. Miss Carter, I want to tell you something, but don't get upset. I heard her say something about you the other day. I don't want to be the gossip guy, but something about your 4th divorce, that you're simply not built to live a happy life.
She said what? How dare she? Thank you, Finn. I'm giving you an extra 5 points on this project, and 10 more if you like this video and subscribe to MSA. Finn, keep telling me everything, and you'll get the plusiest A ever.
That was kind of funny, so I let out the most awkward giggle in human history.
What are you laughing at, Missy? Minus 5 points for inappropriate giggling during science time.
And she walked away. It's Misty, but I didn't correct her.
Well, that wasn't nice of her. Well, time she gets her own gum moment too.
Talking was never really my thing. And yet, despite all that, Finn kept talking to me. He was the only one who did. Or at least tried to. Until she showed up.
Class, please give a warm welcome to your new classmate, Leslie Green.
The principal beamed from ear to ear as he introduced Leslie, who, as it turned out, was the daughter of 2 international entrepreneurs, meaning she was super rich, which probably meant she'd be super popular too, right? And yet, out of everyone in the room, she chose to sit right next to me. Hi, I'm Leslie. I just know we're gonna be best friends. I nodded. That was all she was getting. But apparently, Leslie didn't take hints. Oh, and sit up straight, bestie. Bad posture today, and boom, you're 35, living in your car, eating string cheese for dinner. No husband, no kids. And and just listening to breakup podcasts alone. Just saying. There was something very, how do I say this politely? Off, but weirdly familiar about Leslie.
Don't you think that there's something a little off about that girl?
Finn, since when?
Haven't you noticed her vocabulary is like weirdly outdated? Every other word out of her mouth is swag and YOLO. That's her answer to everything.
And she's weirdly close with the teachers.
Right? She was talking to Mr. Reynolds about going gluten-free and then to Miss Carter about vacuum cleaner comparisons. Vacuum cleaners, Misty. I'm telling you, something's not adding up with this girl.
If even Finn, the guy who loves literally everyone, was suspicious of her, something was definitely up. But the biggest red flag of all, how weirdly obsessed Leslie was with me. Are you hydrated? You look clammy. Do you want my cardigan? Are you getting enough magnesium? You need to chew slower. I read about it on Facebook. I'm fine. I just got my period. I'll sit this one out. Oh, you poor thing. Are you sure you don't want to go to the nurse? Are you drinking enough water? Does anyone have a pad? Leslie, stop. I'm fine. What are you, my mom? And that's when it hit me. The vocabulary, the vacuum talk, the unsolicited protein lectures. I looked into her eyes. She winked. My soul left my body for a second. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Misty, over here. Come sit with us. There she was, smack in the middle of the cafeteria, surrounded by Manon, the queen bee, and her 2 personal minions. Hey, Leslie, can we talk, like, alone? Why? We're all friends here, right, girl?
I told you, Leslie. She's so antisocial, and she actually thinks she has a shot with Finn.
Ooh, who's Finn? Not Leslie. Can you please come with me? Now, I yanked Leslie up by the wrist and dragged her out to the back courtyard where no one could hear me lose my mind. What the heck are you doing, Mom?
Misty, sweetheart. You're sharp, just like your mother. But sorry, honey, you don't actually think I can share the details of an ongoing police investigation, do ya?
Investigation? You call sitting with Manon and her flying monkeys all day an investigation? Is this why the department went through all that trouble of dressing you up like this?
I look so young, right? And what's so bad about Manon? She's such a nice girl. I remember when you two were besties.
Yeah, when we were 4, and even then, she always hogged the good Barbies.
Maybe you should try being more friendly for a change. I actually think that if you fixed that attitude, and maybe got those bangs out of your face, you'd actually have a decent shot with Phil.
It's Finn, Mom.
Whatevs. Anyway, this is top secret stuff. You can't tell anyone I'm here. Understood?
And just like that, I went back inside with my 40-year-old high school bestie. Kill me. But oh, it got worse, because right after that, we had science class. Ever try handling dangerous chemicals with your crush standing right next to you while your mom is literally supervising from the back of the room like she's the FBI? I'm guessing no. So let me just save you the trouble. It's not an experience I'd slap a 5-star Yelp review on. I could literally feel my mom's eyes burning a hole through my spine.
Do you feel like someone's watching us?
We both turned around, and there she was, staring at us like she was calculating the exact force needed to yeet me off a cliff. What did I do this time? Did I answer a question wrong? Talk too loud? Blink too many times? Just then, Miss Carter came over and whispered something into Finn's ear. They both started laughing. Mom took a step closer, suspicious.
Leslie, what exactly do you think you're doing?
Don't you think you're the weird one, whispering and laughing with a student?
Oh, I get it now. You're jealous. You're one of those girls who has a crush on Finn. Like Misty, for example.
Me? No. On him? No. Ew.
Ouch, Misty.
Oh, I didn't mean. You know what I meant.
Ugh, girls are dumb. And you, Leslie, 5 seconds to get back to your seat or I'm calling your parents.
My parents are dead. How could you say that and hurt my feelings like this?
Oh, honey. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
You would know if you ever checked on your students' records instead of flirting with hot guys like a total pick-me.
I understand you're hurting. Come, dear, let me make you a cup of tea.
Some students even gathered around to comfort Leslie while she sobbed like a toddler in the middle of the classroom.
Ugh, please tell me you're not falling for that act too.
Dear Dear God, how long is this gonna take? That day, when she got home an hour later than me to scrub off her disguise, I finally figured out what made her so mad.
Of all the Finns in the school, you had to pick the principal's son?
Mom, there is literally only one Finn in my school. You'd know that if you did better research.
You are not dating a criminal's kid.
What, did the principal commit too many detentions?
Misty, please stay out of it and away from him. Now, help me with my homework.
Why do you have to do your homework?
Sweetie, it's called committing to the role.
I spent the entire afternoon tutoring my own mother and realizing she knows absolutely nothing. I had to explain the quadratic formula to her 4 times, and she still looked at me like I was out here doing Hogwarts-level sorcery. And don't even get me started on cell structure. This woman couldn't name the organelles even if her life depended on it. She nodded every time like she got it, then immediately asked something dumb like,
I remember this. The nucleus is the brain, right?
I had to take a full minute just to scream into a pillow.
Honey, no one actually remembers this stuff after high school. It's like a Tupperware lid. We all had it once. No one knows where it went. And honestly, we're all fine without it. And don't tell your dad I said that though, okay?
The next morning at school, I walked past Finn, who waved at me. And, like a totally normal, socially competent person, I waved back in the most awkward way possible before immediately turning around and speed walking into the building. And that's when I remembered what my mom said. He's the son of a criminal. But like, what kind of criminal? Finn's dad always did give off low-key mob boss energy. But wait, what was Finn doing? He took a weird turn toward that old abandoned school building that no one had used in years. I couldn't help myself. I had to follow him. As we got closer to the building, I could smell something weird. It wasn't just any smell. This was a deeply unsettling stench, like if feet and expired cheese had a weird baby. I crouched behind a bush, watching as he stopped in front of the locked doors. My brain immediately started guessing. Okay, how is he gonna get in? A dramatic karate kick? A stolen master key? Because, you know, nepotism is a thing. Nope, he just stood there, looking completely lost. Then, in a move that defied both logic and gravity, he started climbing the building, attempting to peek through the windows, only to immediately fall on his butt. What was he trying to do exactly?
Who's there? I swear, I wasn't.
I turned to run, but Finn caught me immediately and tackled me to the ground.
Misty, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. Why aren't you in class? And what's with the smell? Finn blinked at me, then smirked.
Whoa, I think that's the most words I've ever heard you say in one go, ever.
Unbelievable. This guy was out here possibly involved in organized crime, and he was critiquing my word count? He pulled me up and led me toward the building. Because sure, let's just casually walk toward the source of the foulest odor known to mankind.
Honestly, I have no idea what this is. A while back, I noticed trucks rolling in after school unloading boxes and leaving behind this smell. Naturally, I wanted to tell my dad.
And?
Then I saw him shaking hands with these guys.
Oh, and you didn't think to, say something? Maybe call the police?
Misty, I don't think having a warehouse of questionable smelling products is an arrestable offense. I need actual proof. I have no idea what's going on, but I can promise you it has something to do with that Leslie girl.
What? Leslie? No way. I mean, I talked to her. The lights are on, but nobody's home, Finn.
Yeah, that's what she wants us to think.
Okay, even if you're right, why would she tell us anything?
Isn't she obsessed with you? She'll tell you whatever you want to know.
That's not really how mother-daughter dynamics work. I tell her everything, and she decides what to tell me, if anything. That said, this time, I did happen to know more than I was supposed to. And I wanted to tell Finn. I really did. I just wasn't sure if I should. We need an actual plan, Finn. Do you have one?
We'll play it by ear.
Wow, so strategic. But maybe you could borrow a key since your dad's the principal? Finn turned to me like I had just insulted his entire bloodline. Apparently, it wasn't that simple. I felt kinda bad, so before I could overthink it, I offered to help. Because if I help him, I might also manage to steer him away from the truth about Leslie's real identity. Or at least try. Brilliant decisions are my specialty. We'd sneak in after school, unless more sketchy cargo showed up first, which raised a much bigger question. What was I doing? This was my mom's investigation. investigation. Should I tell her? But would that be betraying Finn? After an entire day of agonizing over the very important question, who do I want to least disappoint, my terrifying mother or my crush, I finally came to a decision. This was a real police investigation, and the responsible thing to do was follow the law. So, like a mature, law-abiding citizen, I went straight to my mom. I found her, of course, right where she always was, with Manon and her two brainless shadows. I had to pull every shred of courage I had left. She's not really some mean girl, just my mom.
Okay, but I'm literally the fastest braider in the whole squad. My record is like 3 braids in under a minute.
Oh, wow, that's adorable. I used to braid full ponytail extensions during car chases.
What?
I mean, go-kart races at the arcade. My boyfriend's driving was insane.
Sure. Let's see it then. Braid off. Right now. Ready, set, braid.
Leslie whipped out a comb from literally nowhere and started braiding with FBI-level precision. Manon, meanwhile, was struggling, dropping strands, muttering under her breath. I was born to braid. You were born to watch. I'm a winner. I'm a legend.
Whatever. Braiding's for poor people.
Everyone went quiet. Then I cleared my throat. Leslie, about that really important thing, I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, why are you still talking to that weirdo? We're gonna be late to practice because of her.
Practice?
Yeah, I got Leslie on the cheer squad. We have a full dress rehearsal coming up. She's not like you, Misty. Leslie cares about sports. She doesn't have a homework hunchback like you do.
I told you to sit up straight. I can't believe it. My mom just chose Manon's side over her own daughter? Whatever it is, I'm sure we'll have time to talk about it later. No, Leslie, this is really, really important. You know what I'm talking about. No, I have no idea. And I have practice. Let's go, girls. She brushed past me, then leaned in, whispering in my ear, "Stay out of this, Misty." I was shook. Not only had my super professional mother taken cheerleading more seriously than a possible lead on her investigation, she took Manon's side and called me a hunchback. Fine, if she's not going to take this investigation seriously, then I will. But later, I saw her at practice. And I mean, I hate to say this, but Mom kinda crushed it. She tossed her pom-poms into the air, nailed a triple cartwheel, and at the very last second, caught them midair like some kind of undercover gymnast ninja. The whole cheer squad went absolutely feral, clapping, screaming, bouncing around like they'd just seen Beyonce live. Well, except Manon, obviously. She looked kind of jealous. She stood there with this tight little smile, then casually walked past Mom and accidentally clipped her ankle.
Oh, oopsie.
I swear, for 1 second, Mom's eyes flashed like she was about to end her entire bloodline. But she smiled, fixed her posture, and walked it off like a true cheer queen. After school, Finn and I sat quietly in an empty classroom, waiting for the halls to empty out.
Hey, are you okay? You look sad.
What? Oh, no, I'm fine. He looked like he didn't believe me, but let it go. Once the coast was clear, we slipped out and crept toward the admin floor. Of course, perfect. The secretary was still there, typing furiously at her computer.
Hey, Valerie. Late shift, huh?
What do you want, Finn? I'm busy.
Oh, someone was looking for you outside.
Me? He was tall, ripped, and tan.
Yeah, definitely.
Black sports car?
Mm-hmm. And he had a little gift box. It looked like, maybe a ring box? Sound familiar? Valerie froze mid-keystroke. Then she grabbed her bag, shut off her computer, and practically flew out the door.
Turn off the lights when you leave, okay?
We waited until her heels clicked out of earshot. Finn turned to me with that slow head tilt that said, "Did you seriously just do that?" What? It was just a tiny white lie. I'll buy her a ring if I have to.
Not the kind of ring she's expecting. You know it.
We started rummaging through the key tags, but shockingly, none of them said, "Big, abandoned, stinky building." So we searched the room until I found a drawer that looked like it hadn't been opened since the Stone Age. Inside, a key. We sprinted to the old building. No lights, no sounds, no sketchy late-night deliveries. We used the key to unlock the storage room, and it worked. Quietly, we stepped inside and immediately froze. Stacks and stacks of boxes filled with random goods. Clothes, toys, kitchenware, even dog accessories, and all of it smelled horrific.
Let's not leave any stones unturned. Who knows what's buried in here?
Ugh, that garbage smell is coming from the actual products. Then the door slammed open. Luckily, stacks of boxes hit us. But then Finn grabbed my hand and dragged me deeper into the room.
You idiots! Why don't you ever lock the place?
Sorry, sir. I swear we locked it last time. Maybe someone broke in.
Oh, sure. Because people are just dying to sneak into this stink dungeon for fun. Try using that peanut you call a brain. But if someone did come in here and saw through the open doors, all this stuff just lying around for free, they'd still risk permanent nasal damage just to grab what they could. Check everything. Make sure no one's been snooping around. No pun intended.
Don't move. Don't breathe.
I've been trying not to breathe since we got here. Don't worry, I'm great at not drawing attention to myself.
Really? I don't think so. You're kinda hard to miss.
Was that a compliment? I think it was, because at that moment, Finn looked straight into my eyes, and suddenly I realized how close we were. But then, a hand ruffled my hair. A hand that did not belong to Finn.
Found two little Snoops, boss. Look at these nosy kids. Especially this one. He's got the face of a criminal. He looks real familiar, I swear.
That's my son, you moron! Finn, what the heck are you doing here?
No, Dad. What the heck are you doing here? What is all this? My nose hairs are literally burning from the stink in this place.
It's the smell of money, Finn. Piles and piles of money.
I had never seen Smiley Finn this angry in my life. But before he could get a word out,
And as for you, what's your name again? Missy? Minnie? Look, I appreciate your little friendship with my son, but you've seen a bit too much. Eugene's gonna escort you out, and maybe explain why it'd be a really bad idea to tell anyone what you just saw.
Eugene didn't exactly look like the friendly type. And just to make it worse, another one of Lawson's goons stepped up behind him.
She's not going anywhere.
The goons moved fast. I barely had time to think before one of them grabbed my arm. Okay, so I panicked. I screamed right in Eugene's ear, like full volume, feral banshee scream. He flinched so hard he let go. The second goon stumbled into a stack of boxes while trying to grab me, and that's when I moved. Finn, the dog bowls! He grabbed one, I grabbed another, and we chucked them at the floor. Plastic clanged everywhere. The goons slipped. One tripped over a clown curtain. The other one fell on a squeaky duck toy. Yes, there were duck toys. Run! We bolted, boots pounding behind us. We ducked through the crates, turned corners, and split up. I dove behind a stack of boxes full of, are you kidding me? Sad clown drapes? Why? I could hear the goons' voices behind the stack.
This is so not in my job description.
And that's when I got an idea. I shoved the whole stack forward. Judging by the yell and the crash on the other side, Finn had the same idea. When I peeked out, Finn was crouched on a pile of neon tablecloths and bulk glitter.
Go!
We sprinted. We were so close. Exit in sight. And then there he was, Principal Lawson, blocking the door.
Then, police, hands where we can see them.
Lawson and his goons were so freaked out, they obeyed before even realizing they'd just been caught red-handed. A SWAT team of officers stormed in. 3 cops dragged Lawson and his guys straight to the squad cars, while the rest of them started packing up all the merch.
Misty, what in the world are you doing here?
Solving crime? If you'd actually listened to me about Finn instead of running off to your cheerleader fantasy camp, you would have known about this way sooner.
I knew what was going on. According to our intel, Lawson was supposed to have a secret meeting in the girls' locker room at the gym with one of his shady suppliers. The plan was for me to accidentally walk in and bust them mid-deal, but someone set off the silent alarm, and instead of catching him in the act, we had to chase him here.
But you were so busy with cheer practice and Manon.
Honey, I'm supposed to pretend to bond with the cheerleaders so I have a solid alibi for being in the girls' locker room so often. What, did you think you could just whisper intel to me in the hallway like we're in some spy movie?
Oh,
It's fine. Honestly, this actually worked out better. We caught him with the illegal goods. And I gotta admit, you two weren't half bad as undercover operatives. Well, except for the part where you got caught.
What the heck? Leslie, why are you old?
Wow, okay, rude.
I told you I didn't like this boy, Misty. Turns out that Principal Lawson was importing cheap, unregulated products from all over the world. Stuff that didn't meet any health standards. That made it dirt cheap for him to buy. And he sold it for crazy high prices. The profit was insane. And that awful smell we'd been gagging over was highly toxic chemicals. So basically, we spent the last hour marinating in potential lung damage. Fun times. The next day, the entire school was losing their minds over Principal Lawson's arrest. one really noticed that Leslie had conveniently vanished, but everyone was asking one thing. Where's Finn? After school, I did the bravest, most terrifying thing I could think of. I went to my crush's house.
Oh, hey Misty, what are you doing here?
Oh, just checking in, making sure you're okay. Not that I think you're okay. I mean, obviously things aren't okay, but you're okay? I mean...
I'll be okay. Thanks for worrying about me, but it's gonna take me a while to go back to school and, look people in the eye again.
He invited me in, and for once, I wasn't terrified. I just sat there making him laugh, and it felt nice. He told me it took him a whole day to process the fact that Leslie is my mom, but he understood, and he promised not to tell anyone.
Leslie and I aren't the same person. I was committed to my job, and Manon's a snake. And don't worry, I handled it.
She also promised not to spy on me anymore, which was progress. So I guess that means my mom won't be going undercover at my school again. I mean, lightning doesn't strike twice, right?